What is the best gear and the best setup to have in order to film videos online, specifically with the Amazon Influencer Program? I'm going to try to answer that question today and give, as best I can, my feedback and my input on what would be the best options here. Now, I've got a bunch of gear in front of me that I'm going to go over in just a moment. Also, we're going to talk about backdrop and what can actually make or break a video that I've found, as I have taken the real, we'll call it the cheap route, all the way up to the more expensive route and kind of everything in between. Hey guys, my name is Nick, and here on the First Light channel, my aim is to help those people that are new to working for themselves or trying to build something themselves to get started. Often starting is the very hardest part. It's easy to get stuck into analysis paralysis or perfectionism mode, and I'm here to help push you over that ledge. I'm not a guru, just a guy that screwed up a whole lot of times, and I want to help people not make those same mistakes that I made. So with that being said, let's jump into this video. All right, so from the very onset of this video, I want to say that the three most important things when creating content online, this can be for YouTube, this can be for Facebook, Instagram, this can be for anything where you are creating content. But in this instance, as I said, it's going to be for the Amazon Influencer Program. The three most important things are, in order, audio is the most important. That's microphones, that is lav mics or shotgun mics, table mics, what have you. Audio is the most important thing. Secondly is lighting. Lighting is super important. I'll share with you the lighting that I use to sort of get the soft diffused look. Also, I've got some Edison bulbs here in the background. And then finally, your camera choice. Now, a lot of people would think that it would be camera first and then lighting and then audio or something like that. Here's what the hard data shows us. You can have a beautiful cinematic camera with the most high-end lenses, and if the audio is crap, if it's peaking, if it's crackling, if it's not quite loud enough to hear when your phone or your device is at full volume and you just still can't hear it, you're going to lose the attention of your viewer, unfortunately. So audio is number one. We want to make sure that there's no background distraction, no background noises. If you're shooting in an echoing room, try to do something to dampen those echoes. You can like blankets down on the floor. I actually have curtains behind the camera that you're actually viewing from, like that I'm filming on. I have curtains hanging down. I've got a rug on my floor right behind me, and I got a couch back here to absorb some of the echoing sounds that might happen. I do also have an air conditioning unit running, a stand-up air conditioning unit running. However, in post-production, I'm able to use CapCut's Pro level tools to take out that sound so it actually sounds very crisp and clear. Additionally, I use a microphone here that has a low pass filter. Here on the back, you can see there's a little switch, and on this switch, it's got normal pass filter, and then it's got a low pass filter on the side there. I keep it on low pass. Basically, that just cuts out a certain frequency of tone that might be sort of on the back end of the sound as I'm recording. Now, there are hundreds of, maybe even thousands of different microphones that you can pick up out there. Lav mics are great. For sure, make sure that whenever you pick up a lav mic, that it's got the distance that you need. If you're shooting something similar to what I'm doing here, where it's at close range, you're not going to need tons of distance. But Rode makes a really good lav mic that I've used in the past. However, for me, whenever I'm recording these kind of videos, I love to shoot on a little shotgun mic like this, where I just mount it on this little bendy tripod and I set it on my desk in front of me. And it's actually hardwired, not hardwired, but it's got like an aux cable. It's cabled into my camera because I want there to be absolutely no latency. I don't want any sort of drop in the audio. I want it to be all 100% linked up and on time with the recording. This Movo microphone actually comes with a beginner creator starter set. It comes with a tripod, a light, a little mounting rail that you could put on the top so you can put your mic and your light together on there. So I would really recommend that if you're looking for dynamite audio that does actually have to be wired in or use an aux cable. It comes with the aux cable into your camera or your phone. Definitely highly recommend that. The great thing about the Movo mic also is that it does not require a battery. So you can shoot with it on your iPhone, on your Samsung, what have you, or your camera, and you do not need an external battery or any type of external charging into the mic itself. It's a beautiful microphone. It's the best one I've tried, and it's super affordable. Link is down in the description of this video if you want to check it out. Also, everything I'm going to show you today, the link is in the description of this video. So I said at the beginning, in order of importance is audio. So we've got that covered with the Movo mic or the Rode lav microphone setup. Next would be lighting. So I'm actually going to pick up my phone here and I'm going to film what I've got. I just have one of these Instagram influencer ring lights. It's got a variable knob on it, so you can make it dim, you can make it bright. I can adjust the light and it like picks up differently on my camera. There's my camera right there. Hello. I also have this wall mount. So it's mounted to the wall. It's a boom. So I can move that back and forth. I can adjust it all kinds of ways. And so, yeah, I use that wall mount. It's great. So lighting, that's what I would highly recommend for a beginner that wants to get into creating content online. I myself, I use my phone a lot when it comes to the camera that I need to use. I have an Instagram account where I have a cat. And so my cat and our Instagram handle is Nick and Muscles. Muscles is my cat's name. We make most of our content with just an iPhone and like a tripod and a mic. But whenever I'm here in my little recording area, my little recording studio, I like to take it up a notch. Taking it up a notch can look like a couple different things. Well, first you have the iPhone, and I'm actually going to click the iPhone on. I'm going to start a recording similar, like right next to my camera that I'm shooting on right now. And so this way, you'll be able to see the difference in the quality of these two shots just based on the camera itself. The next step up from the iPhone or Samsung or what have you would be something like a small point and shoot mirrorless, or like a cropped sensor mirrorless camera. And that's what I've got right here. This is the Canon EOS M50. It's a great camera. I upgraded from the iPhone to this camera. This was like the first one that I upgraded from in order to work on video. It shoots in 4K. You don't need to shoot in 4K. 1080p at 30 frames per second is perfectly fine for shooting content for the internet. Very often, people are not even going to notice the difference when it's 4K, unless they're on like a 4K TV or something like that. And finally, for the third level of what we've got going on here is the Canon EOS R, which you saw in my iPhone shot just a second ago. That's what I'm shooting on here. I love it as my studio camera. I use a 35mm 1.4 lens. I keep that lens at an aperture of 2.0 for this specific shot, so it gives a nice blurry background while obviously focusing on my face. I just use facial recognition, autofocus, and it does really well. If you're into like geeking out about all of the gear and all of that, like I said, it's the EOS R, but I'm using the Sigma Art lens. It's the 35mm f1.4 lens, if that is interesting to you. Now, whenever you are filming, obviously tripod is super, super important. And so there's a couple routes that you can go with this. I have a lot of different kind of mounts for my desk for whenever I'm using my phone. And with the Amazon Influencer program, I'm typically just using my phone. It's fast. The quality is great. I can plug my mic directly into it and it sounds phenomenal. All I need is something to hold it still and steady. And so that's where something like this spring-loaded gooseneck style phone mount, this actually clamps directly to my desk right here with this clamp, and I can kind of move it around wherever I need it. Additionally, we've got tripods. And so sometimes I'll shoot outside. If I have a larger item, we've had motorcycles, we've had e-bikes, we've had large hunting equipment sent to me through the Amazon Influencer Program Creator Connections. And we have to go outside and we have to shoot stuff out there. That's where a nice sturdy tripod like this comes in very handy. Basically, it kind of just fits in your backpack like this, like just sort of a tube here. And then you can just pop it open. You tighten this little collar right here, and that locks it in place. And this goes up to like 84 inches tall. You got a 1/4 inch mount right here, and then you got this little flip up thing so you can put your phone. You can literally put a light, put your phone. It's got a handle on it, so if you wanted to walk around with it and use it as sort of like a counterbalance system, you can do that. You literally carry it like this while you're filming yourself. Works out really well for that. But a tripod is definitely necessary, or not necessarily a tripod, but some sort of camera stabilization device. Another option we have here, as I said before, I like to go hunting. I also like to go canoeing. And so this works really well right here. This is a MagSafe magnet mount for my phone. And we've got this little, it hooks up to my motorcycle, it hooks up to my go-kart, my e-bike, and I can literally just clamp this down, and it's super, super solid. I can get out and adventure, I can get out and review things. I do a lot of fishing gear reviews through the Creator Connections on the Amazon Influencer Program. And so this allows me to get in my canoe, clamp it down to one of the support rails, and then just talk about fishing gear. I love it. It's so good. It's so cool. The other option, if let's say you don't want to be on camera, that is definitely a thing that is very real in life these days, is that people don't want to be on camera, but they still want to make videos of some sort. And that's perfectly okay. You've got a POV holder. Now they make these for GoPro. They also make these for phones, and this is the phone version. It's basically a very soft, rubber, pliable neck brace here. Sits on your chest, just like that, and you just clip your phone into it. And now from this perspective, you can review things like these creatine monohydrate gummies. You can literally just sit here and talk about them, make your review video. Perhaps you want to do some unboxing of some product, or maybe you want to rip open some football cards during football season. I don't know. This works really well for that and allows you to keep hands-free while you are creating your content. So to recap, most important thing, audio. Second most important thing, lighting. Third most important thing, whatever camera you're going to use. Whenever you have the camera figured out, work on stabilization, get some sort of mount, get some sort of tripod, get something that's going to hold it steady. Backdrop, what are we looking for? We want it clean. It doesn't have to be like a minimalist approach, but it does need to be clean. If you were to look at the rest of my office, I have a gear shelf to my left here. My desk is just littered with products right now that I've been working with, working on. I've got a motorcycle in the corner of the room, but my backdrop is clean. It needs to be presentable. You don't want to have trash. You don't want to have junk built up. At one point, I had next to me on this side, I had piles of boxes and products, and I would literally just sit here, review a product, put it down, next one, and I just had a mountain of literally stuff everywhere. But I always made sure that this box right here is clean and presentable, because we want to at least keep a less distracting area of work. It probably would not serve us very well if, when someone goes to watch our review video of creatine monohydrate gummies or some honey badger pre-workout powder, if I'm sitting here talking about it and there's just piles of garbage and stuff in the background. Do your best to get a super clean background, make it very nice. It could be a blank wall, which is totally fine. I used to have a white wall here, and then this green was white at one point, and so it was just a white blank background. I added some bookshelves. There's a clock up there. There's a deer head mount right there. And then I added a couple golden lights, Edison bulbs that are very, very warm. I don't know why I said golden. They're not gold. Also have a piece of artwork here on the wall that is not in frame, but it's just it's what I like. It's what sort of suits me, and I'm happy with how it looks. I've also got the couch. One thing that I noticed about the couch that kind of irks me a little bit is whenever I'm sitting here in my chair, I opted for a black chair because it's very low key, but you can see like that corner of the couch popping over. So I'm probably going to do away with the couch pretty soon, just because it's kind of awkward in the shot. I just have like this corner thing sticking out and not on this side. Weird. So yeah, focus on getting your background set up. If you're going to shoot outdoors, make sure that you have a nice backdrop. Like, set your camera up on your tripod that you're going to get or that you have, and then frame it out. See where it's going to be, where you're going to stand. Obviously, while all of this is super important, the most important thing is do not get stuck hyper analyzing the details to where you don't actually get the work done. As I said in the beginning, this channel, First Light, and I, Nick, I'm here to help whoever I can to kind of get the information needed to start, but also just start. Like, you've got to get going. You don't need all of the things. You just need to get super clear on what you're doing and where you want to go and get started. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like any of this gear here and you want to check it out, links down below. I appreciate the views. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And if you're not already, consider subscribing for more content like this, and I'll see you on the next one.